Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a new album review, and this is actually going to premiere, I think, at midnight tonight, so you might have to wait a few hours to watch this video. Because I'm recording it at like past 9:30 at night on June 22nd, so yeah, I'm returning to you for a new album review, and this is for Coheed and Cambria's new album, Vaxis Act 2. A Window of the Waking Mind, that I just got done listening to for the past 5 weeks, I guess you could say I've listened to it. So I am familiar with the tracks now, so I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this new Vaxis Act 2, A Window of the Waking Mind by Coheed and Cambria, and let you know my thoughts on it for all 13 songs. So let's dive into this album review. Now, it starts with the first song, The Embers of Fire, and the only problem I have with that song is the scream from the girl or whoever is screaming. I think it's fine, but still, it's a good opener. Um, the intro to it's pretty cool, but then you get that girl pitch screaming, and I'm like, where is that coming from? Why is that part of the song? So 4.5 out of 5 for the Embers of Fire. Don't know if I feel for it right now, but I've listened to it quite a bit, so I don't know if it's something I'd be a fan of because of that scream pitch. But the rest of the song did pretty well. It's actually not a bad opener. It opens up the album pretty well, so yeah. Beautiful Losers is the next song, and that's a pretty strong track for sure. Claudio's singing in it, sounds really amazing in this song, and I just love the drum work and the guitar work. It sounds pretty good. Like you could hold your lighters up and just swing it around with your arms and all that, like kind of like that basically, but still, if you know what I'm talking about, like at a live show and all that, where they hold their lighters up and just wave it around. So it's a pretty interesting song. Mostly at the breakdown parts of the song, I'm meaning by that, but still, pretty good song. Very anthemic rock stuff. So, 5 out of 5. Comatose was a pretty strong track. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it at first, but it's grown on me quite a lot more as of repeated listens for this album. So 5 out of 5. Shoulders is a pretty strong track. Um, has a pretty good chorus, so really like that. And the lyrics are pretty strong for sure. Um, it's just about someone that maybe we weren't made for each other, and I'm just the one you can't keep around, I guess is what Claudio is singing in the song. So it's pretty interesting lyrics, but I think the next song has a pretty good rhythm and basically a lot of good lyrics. So yeah. Then the next song I'm going to talk about, which I'm giving Shoulders a 5 out of 5. So the next song I'll talk about is A Disappearing Act. This is my favorite song for sure. I love the pre-chorus. I love the chorus. It gets you moving for sure. It's a very groovy chorus and it's very catchy too. And the verses are pretty strong too. So it's kind of telling a story, this song, for sure, about the Vaxis character. Their son Vaxis or whatever, Naya and Nostron's son, Vaxis. So basically, this whole album's pertaining to that one child, Vaxis. So yeah, if you read up on the Armory Wars kind of thing. So 5 out of 5 for A Disappearing Act. I like the lyric "Watch time disappear," and then he goes the "Whoa," and it's pretty interesting. So 5 out of 5. Love Murder 1 is another favorite of mine. So I really like this track. They're putting out a lot of good hits for this album, for sure. Even though the opening track has its minor setbacks with that girl scream thing, other than that, the song was alright. But still, Love Murder 1 was a pretty strong track. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. I really like this song, and the chorus is pretty infectious to listen through. So, pretty strong track. Blood was a pretty good song for sure. I like this one, so 5 out of 5. I don't think I got any complaints about it. Um, it's got a really good chorus, and it takes a little bit to get to the lyric "You're my blood" and all that, so it's pretty interesting of a track, so 5 out of 5. The Liars Club is my personal favorite too. I love the drum work at the chorus part of the song, and Claudio's singing in it sounds really good. He sounds very angsty in this song, and a lot of angst in his voice, so it sounds really good. So 5 out of 5. Bad Man was my least favorite. It's a solid track. It just has its weak moments at times with how Claudio is singing the song, but the song structurally is not bad. So 4.5 out of 5. Our Love was a very short song, but it did pretty well for what it was going for, so 5 out of 5. I did enjoy some of the lyrics, but there are some wonky lyrics at times, but it still did a perfect job at entertaining me. Ladders of Supremacy is a pretty rockin' track for sure for 6 minutes and 50 seconds, and you're in for a really good song. Has a great opener, and Claudio, when he comes into singing, I like the ending of the track from the Ladders of Supremacy. Was it everything that you dreamed, and all that? It's the lyrics are so good in this song, so I really love it. So 5 out of 5. Rise Naya Nasha, Cut the Cord, pretty strong track. Love this track. I like how Ladders of Supremacy and Rise Naya Nasha, Cut the Cord lead into each other. So that's pretty cool. And it's a great song. The ending to the album is really good for sure. So 5 out of 5. And finally, the title track itself, Window of the Waking Mind, which is an 8.5 minute song, and it is really good for sure. It's telling the story about the window of the waking mind and all that, and Vaxis and their his mother and father, Naya and Nostrand, and all that. So if you read up on the Amory Wars, you'll understand where Coheed and Cambria's storyline for these characters and their albums come together and all that. So 5 out of 5 for Window of the Waking Mind. I like the outro to it too. So it's a pretty lengthy song, but it's really good. So overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think this is one of Coheed and Cambria's best albums, in my opinion. And that's saying something because their other albums have been real good to pretty good and average, but this is probably one of my favorites. I think it's the best in their discography for sure. So for a score for me, I'm giving Vaxis Act 2, A Window of the Waking Mind album, a 9 out of 10. This was a really good album. I highly recommend you check it out when it comes out on June 24th, which is this upcoming Friday. And this is premiering on June 23rd, so I don't get in trouble with their label, their record label. So hopefully they can understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully they like this review too as well. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Coheed and Cambria album, Vaxis Act 2, A Window of the Waking Mind album, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review that I'm premiering tonight at midnight, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. There's going to be a video before this comes out, which will be the Spirit Box track reviews. So you'll probably see this after the Spirit Box track reviews come out, or the EP review or something like that. Not 100% sure, but sorry, I got a ding from my Discord or whatever. So I hope you did enjoy this album review. I really worked hard to make it as good as possible for you guys. I really enjoyed this album. After listening to it for about 5 weeks, I've really come to love this album for sure. This is probably the best album in their discography, like I said. So, hope you enjoyed this album review for Coheed and Cambria Vaxis Act 2, A Window of the Waking Mind. Did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, guys. Take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.